Hey everybody! So Allison and I are here. She's growling at you. Are you gonna growl the whole video? Probably. Allison and I are here to do a review on this sleep suit right here by CRIBCULTURE. Get the front shot. Get the back shot. Get the front shot. I would like to thank CRIBCULTURE for sponsoring this video and sending us this sleep suit to try out. So if you are new here, my name is Sydney and this is Allison. I also have a 4-year-old named Levi and I am married to Erik. I make mommy videos up on here and here is another one for you. So for those of you who do not know us and don't watch any of my other videos or anything like that, this is Allison. She was born 6 months ago and she is a very particular baby. By the way, I just thought about this. If you hear a little whirring sound, I have a fan on over here because it is hot in here and I want us both to be comfortable. So this child right here is a very particular baby. She does not like change. She does not like things not being the way that she wants them, so on and so forth. And she was obsessed with swaddling. She still doesn't really sleep anywhere but home because she's very light sensitive with sleep. But it used to be like if I wanted her to be calm or go to sleep somewhere else, she had to be swaddled. She always had to be swaddled to sleep. At night, during naps, all the time swaddled, or she would not sleep. And so when I saw this sleep suit that is supposed to help wean the baby off of swaddling, I was like, yes, perfect, because she can't be swaddled until she's like 10. It's just not going to work. So I received this Swaddle Wean-er, as I call it, even though it's not what it's called, this sleep suit. And I have been using it now for pretty much religiously for a month and then on and off a little bit before that, and I am happy to say that she is officially completely off the swaddle. She has not been swaddled since and she sleeps great while wearing this suit. So let me just tell you a little bit of information about this little sleep suit. So for those of you who are familiar with the baby Merlin, you will see that this looks very similar, but it does have some key differences that make this a better option over the baby Merlin. So I've seen people talk about a baby Merlin before when I was reading about getting babies off of swaddles, and people love it. A lot of people recommend it, so on and so forth, but I had never heard of it. And then when I saw this and they talked about how they were very much like the baby Merlin, I was like, hey, I just saw a baby Merlin, so let's figure this thing out. And so this is very similar to the baby Merlin. It is actually pretty much designed the same way. It's the same shape, so on and so forth, but the key differences. So the baby Merlin is their competition, obviously, but they have the same thickness. The thickness of the suit is the same. That's actually, I believe that is what helps with them getting off the swaddle, is the thickness. It kind of makes them feel secure and cozy and gives a little bit of weight to where they don't feel like they can just go anywhere and everywhere, and it helps with their startle reflex as well. So it is the same thickness, but a good amount of people had the complaint on the baby Merlin that their babies were just too hot. They would wake up and their babies would be sweating and uncomfortable, or they just wouldn't sleep because they were too hot. And so CRIBCULTURE decided to fix baby Merlin's mistakes, because baby Merlin has not fixed those mistakes. So the baby Merlin, the only thing they had to make their swaddle breathable or have a little bit of ventilation is the same thing that CRIBCULTURE has. So you can fold these sleeves, and you can also fold the legs. And so baby Merlin thought that that would just be enough to keep the babies cool, but that is not the case, because this is a very thick suit and I don't know how this would make anyone cool. It's like go and wear a snowsuit out in the summertime and then just roll up the sleeves and the legs and see if you're comfortable. Like, it's not gonna work. So CRIBCULTURE decided to add in a few features to make theirs more breathable. So one of them is that they added these little holes right here, and then the buttons so you can adjust the neck. I still have it zipped up all the way, but you can also kind of unzip it a little bit, and it kind of has a little bit of a V-neck effect to it, or you can keep it zipped up. It really doesn't matter, but it keeps their neck down a little bit, which helps them have a little bit more air. But the best thing that they added for ventilation she's wild, I'm sorry. The best thing that they added for ventilation is this little slit right here. So if it is cold wherever you're sleeping, you can zip up the side, and then if it's warm and you want your baby to have some ventilation, you can unzip the side, and it is mesh. It's a nice vent, and you can even see her skin. I don't know if you can in the camera, but you can in real life. And it just lets in some air so she is not scorching hot, right? And they do have that vent on both sides. So with that, I will start off by saying that this vent system works very well. She is a very hot-blooded baby. She is always warm, always hot. She feels warm all the time. She is warm all the time. She sweats easily, so on, or glistens, because you're glistening, baby, huh? And with this sleep suit, I've never had her wake up sweating. She's always been perfectly fine when she wakes up. Granted, we do sleep in a basement, so the temperature downstairs pretty much never goes over like 70 to 71. And so it stays pretty cool. It's usually around the 69-degree range. But, so if you are going to use this, you might still want to keep the temperature a little low. But she's never woken up hot and has been perfectly fine, right? She has never woken up warm. Actually, her skin sometimes is a little cool to the touch because, like I said, we sleep in a basement, so it's cold. But she never gets too hot, which is great because she's usually always hot. So I would say 2 baby feet up because the vent system works great, right? Right. Even now, it's really warm in here and she's not sweating at all. I have the fan on us, but it's still pretty hot in here. One point I want to make about this fabric is so soft. I accidentally dried it on too high of a setting one time. I thought I put it on extra low, but it went high and so on and so forth. And when it came out, it was not as soft as it was the first few times I washed it and when I got it. So that was a bummer. But even now, it is still soft. Even though it is less soft than it was when I got it, it is still extremely soft. So if you're interested in this sleep suit, it comes in 4 different colors or patterns. So first and foremost, it comes in this pattern that we have here. It is a grayish like grid pattern on white, and then the inside is that mint color, if you can see it on her legs or down here on under her chest. So the inside is that mint color. And then after that, it comes in gray with orange crosses. It also comes in mint with the grid on the inside. And then it comes in gray with chevron, like black and white chevron pattern. So it has plenty of colors for you to choose from. The only complaints that I have about this suit, because I have 2. One complaint I have is that the neck buttons, the neck holes for the buttons are pretty tight. I think they should have been a little bit larger because getting the buttons into the hole is a workout in itself. It takes a lot of time and strength basically to get them through those holes. And then the other complaint that I have is if you have a baby like mine who spits up and has acid reflux problems and stuff like that, like spits up a lot, these suits are kind of expensive if you want to be able to definitely use them every single night, because you might want to have more than one. because if they spit up and you have to wash it and you have to dry it on a low setting, so it takes a while, you won't have it for that night or your naps or whatever it is. So you'd want to have a backup. And so with the price that they are, it's kind of expensive for that, for people like me who have a baby who spit up. But I do think that they're worth it if you have a baby who will not get off of the swaddle, because she would not sleep without a swaddle at all. And then this suit came along and now she sleeps perfectly fine without a swaddle. So I do think it's worth it. It's just, I wish they were a little bit cheaper for people who have babies who spit up, or came in like a 2-pack, like their sheets I'm going to talk about come in, or something like that, because they are expensive. The baby Merlins are expensive too, but they do work, so they are worth it. They're just, and they're made very well, but it just kind of stinks when your baby spits up and then you don't have it, so you don't really know what to do. Luckily, I didn't really have that problem in the beginning of using this. She actually didn't spit up at all on the suit in the first few weeks of using it, and so I didn't have to deal with that. And so I was able to just wash it normally like I would her blankets or anything like that, and have kind of like a system going to where I didn't have any like, oh crap, I have to wash it right now and she's not gonna have it for a nap. But in the last few weeks she spit up in it a couple times just randomly, and so I've had to, she's chewing on my knee, and so I've had to wash it on the fly. But luckily at that point, having a nap without it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, I have one of those little sleep sacks that are just like a zipper with the little arms, and she slept fine. So once she was already off of the swaddles, there was no problem. I don't know how it would have been in the first few weeks, but it is something to keep in mind. So I'm going to go hand off this little stinker because she's getting restless. I'm getting restless. I don't know what to do with myself. No, you don't. Wait, wait, wait. Can you say bye-bye? Look at the camera. Look. Look at the camera. Ow. You say bye-bye. 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 Alright, hold on. Alright, so CRIBCULTURE also kindly sent me a set of their sheets. They didn't have to do that because it wasn't, the review wasn't for the sheets, but they did anyway, and I'm super excited because I love these things. So they sent me the pack that matches her sleep suit. So, sorry, this one's a little disheveled because I had this on her pack and play. But this is the first one. It is the mint color, and then it has these little gray dots that get more sparse, so it's heavier on this end, lighter on this end, which I love this one. This one is so cute. So there's this one, and then, can we talk about their packaging because it's adorable. They also sent me this one, which is the mint color on the top and then gray and white chevron on the bottom. So they sent me both of these, which they were very kind to do. They did not have to do that, so thank you, CRIBCULTURE. So these sheets are made with certified GOTS organic cotton. I don't really know what GOTS means, but I think it's a good thing. So it's certified GOTS organic cotton, GOTS organic cotton. So they come in 3 sizes and 3 colors. So they have the normal fitted sheet size, which is the one that they sent me. I actually do not have a crib up for her right now. She's sleeping in a pack and play. So moving on to pack and play, they also have a pack and play size sheet, which I plan on getting because I love these sheets. I love that they're organic cotton. I'm a pretty big crunchy mama, so stuff that is organic makes me happy. So these are certified organic. I love the color because mint, like, you can't go wrong with mint. Her dresser is mint, her bookshelf is mint, but her bookshelf is not in our room right now. And then they also have a changing table sheet, which also fits on a halo bassinet. So those are the 3 sizes, and the 3 colors are, and by the way, each each sheet that you buy, it comes in a set of 2. They are 2 packs of sheets, so you don't just get 1, you get 2. So the first color combination is obviously the mint with the dots and then the mint with the chevron. And then the other combination is a white color with the gray dots and then a white color with the gray chevron. And then an orange color on the top and the gray and white chevron on the bottom, but the gray on the chevron is darker. And then the other one is a white sheet with gray crosses on them, like the SleepSuit. So if you're going to get the SleepSuit and you decide to get the sheets, you can get them to where they match and kind of coincide, which is really awesome. But I love these. I love the sheets. They are soft, they are beautiful, and you can't go wrong by them. And they're not very expensive either. They're actually pretty cheap. For a set of 2, I think they're really cheap, because baby crib sheets can be pretty expensive, so these are a good price. But for my subscribers and people who are watching this video, CRIBCULTURE is giving you guys a promo code to get 25 to 30% off of any one item that you want. They're going to have a link for the SleepSuit, and they're also going to have a link for the sheets. So if any of you guys want to get one of these, you guys can, and use that link and you will get money off, which is awesome. And actually at this moment, I don't know if they still will when this video goes up, but at this moment they're having a sale on their SleepSuits, so they're $20 cheaper. So if you combine that with the promo code, you should get a pretty good deal on that. But that is all for this review. I want to again thank CRIBCULTURE for sponsoring this video and sending me these awesome products to review. We love them, and I plan on getting some more of those sheets here soon. So yeah, I never know how to end videos, so I say so yeah. But I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys for Allison's 5 and 6 month update. Bye!